What's up, everyone? It's Wacka. Welcome you to week 2 of SPS, Paldex offseason. This week we're up against Coach Patty, who has a team consisting of Darkrai, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Terra Thundurus, Klefki Reuniclus, Terra Arcanine Hisui, Swampert, Decidueye, Hawlucha, Dragalge, and Snorlax. I wasn't exactly sure what I was expecting him to bring here. I was for sure expecting Darkrai, and I was expecting Urshifu, and weirdly enough, I was expecting Dragalge because Dragalge walls Keldeo, and it can take a hit from like my Rain Mons, so it looked pretty decent. And my only good switch into Dragalge is Bronzong. Other than that, I thought maybe he'd bring like Swampert. I thought Klefki probably comes, and his last Mon's just like whatever. So, with that said, the Mons that I'll be bringing are Garchomp, running a speedy tank set with Earthquake, Outrage, Crunch, and Spikes. It's basically meant to take some hits from Arcanine if he brings Arcanine. I didn't think he would bring Arcanine because of Rain, but again, like, he can Terra out of whatever type, and I thought maybe he'd be like Terra Fairy Arcanine, something like that. And yeah, my Keldeo is Terra Electric Assault Vest. It's kind of funny, it is my Thundurus check, hoping that he's not going to be like Terra Ground Thundurus, which he could be, but I would expect him to be like Terra like Ice or Fighting or something before to hit Archaludon. I guess he could be Ground for Archaludon, but my Electric type is Levitating, so I didn't think I don't know, Vikavolt, you know. Anyways, but yeah, I am AV for his Thundurus, and I figured Terra Electric would be okay. I felt like I could kind of deal with Swampert with my other Mons, so I thought it was fine. And I don't think I expected Decidueye to come. My third Mon is Weavile, getting off the bench this week, running Heavy Duty Boots, Triple Axle, Knockoff, Ice Shard, and Taunt. Taunt is for the Klefki, so it can't just like get up screens constantly. And basically the only reason I'm bringing Weavile in general is because I want to knock off the Urshifu. I want to make sure that Urshifu doesn't have like a choice band, that it doesn't have protective pads. That way it hits my Rocky Helmet Garchomp, and it pretty much kills itself on Garchomp, and doesn't have like a boosted hit on everything it can do, because I'm expecting it to be like Punching Glove, Surging Strikes, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Close Combat or something like that. So I didn't really want to run into that issue. My fourth Mon's going to be Pelipper, running I think I'm somewhat offensive, but also like, I think I'm invested in defense. But it's pretty standard Pelipper, Weather Ball, Hurricane, U-Turn, Roost. Just kind of there to get a brain because I'm bringing Basculegion in my fifth slot. Basculegion this week is Terra Water, holding the Mystic Water, Wave Crash, Liquidation, Flip Turn, and Aqua Jet. He does not really have a good switch in the Basculegion, so I figured this would be a pretty good Basculegion week just to smash buttons, as long as I can get up Rain. And yeah, my sixth Mon is going to be Bronzong because I had nothing for Dragalge, and I actually figured that Bronzong could at least kind of also deal with like Urshifu if needed. Again, I'm not super scared of Swampert, so I'm actually running Heat Proof this week because in the rain, I can actually use Bronzong to wall the Arcanine that I was scared of if he decided to bring Arcanine. My set is going to be Psychic Noise, Grass Knot, Body Press, and Stealth Rock. And yeah, I am Fizz Def and Leftovers. So with that said, getting into the replay, let me switch my replay view. My opponent's actually going to bring Reuniclus in the first slot, which is kind of crazy that Reuniclus was his first thought, but you know, what do I know? He also has Dragalge, which I was expecting. Also has Klefki, Urshifu Rapid Strike. Oh, I don't really like how it has to show that it's like Urshifu Single Strike on there. Why they can't have separate sprites, I don't freaking know. Also Darkrai and Terra Ice Thundurus. So let me turn off the sound. And you will see I lead Weavile into Darkrai. My Weavile I really don't give a shit about this week. Like, my whole goal is to knock off this Urshifu, which thankfully I get. So yeah, I did click knockoff into Darkrai, but knockoff into Triple Axle would have killed Darkrai either way. So I figured I'd just knock and see if I can get either like the Light Clay or something from Klefki or the Protective Pads from Urshifu. I'm going to go hard Bronzong here because I don't want Basculegion to get chipped just yet. And Bronzong is kind of a member that I can just kind of toss away whenever I want to. And because Rain isn't up, I'm not really scared of the Urshifu. She's going to bring in Darkrai and then pivot into Thundurus on my Keldeo switch, which is completely fine. By the way, I am Shiny Keldeo, so yes, I am running a suboptimal Keldeo because Keldeo has to have 20 EVs in attack in order to function, but I was, you know, I'm fine with taking less flip turn damage to use Shiny Keldeo because I like Shiny Keldeo. Yeah, not much changes, but I like the green. And also, like, Shiny Keldeo is, like, somewhat new, so getting to see Shiny Keldeo, like, legal is kind of cool. So anyways, yeah, he brings in his Dragalge, which I expected. I'm going to just Terra Electric so I can deal with the Thundurus later. Flip turn on the Dragalge, bring in Bronzong. I get my Leftovers recovery back. See flip turns for about 7%. I'm going to get at my Stealth Rocks because he has been switching quite a bit. And I'd like to at least kind of punish his switching. He's going to click sub with Darkrai and then switch out because I guess he's scared of Triple Axle, but I don't really think Triple Axle, like, I'm only hitting him with a 60 base power Axle, to be fair. It's like he could have gotten off some chip and then went Urshifu, but I guess he's letting his Shifu get chipped down a little bit more. And now at this point, because he's knocked off, I can just go into my Garchomp. He clicks SD here, and luckily I get the Earthquake off and kill him, which is, I don't know if that was a roll in my favor or not, because I believe I'm like 0 attack on Garchomp, so I'm kind of surprised that EQ killed. To be honest, I probably should have locked into Outrage, but I get to hard switch in my Weavile again because I don't think he's gonna Focus Blast my Garchomp, but he actually ends up revealing Nasty Plot. So I'm gonna knock him off. He gets his boots knocked off. Thunder is gonna knock me out, so yeah. He could have missed completely, but he does get lucky and land that Thunder there. I'm gonna bring in my Keldeo because I can actually live any hit from this guy, and I'm gonna Sacred Sword and kill him. I have no idea why here he didn't Terra Blast. I really don't know why I didn't just like click Vacuum Wave because I have a full health Bronzong for the Dragalge. So I probably should have Vacuum Wave, but he got punished either way. I'm gonna flip turn on the Reuniclus. Pelipper is gonna come in, get up the Rain. So at this point, I'm just trying to get that end game going. I'm gonna Weather Ball the Reuniclus. I see Thunders and kills me. Based on my Weather Ball damage, I know that he's Assault Vest, but that's completely fine because I'm gonna get him Basculegion now. Liquidation is gonna do a lot, and now he's gonna get in his Klefki. He's gonna Iron Defense, which is actually kind of a cool Klefki set, but it is kind of scary because most of my Basculegion and Garchomp are physical, and I don't know how much Bronzong is doing. But Wave Crash does enough to where I can Revenge Kill with Aqua Jet now. So luckily that Liquidation drop like kind of helped me there. Now he's gonna bring in his Darkrai. He's gonna click sub. I believe he's just going for like the full para, which he does get here. But I do get the Aqua Jet off, which does break his sub, and then Dark Pulse will knock me out. I'm going to bring in my Keldeo because Keldeo is AV and I can tank anything it does. And a Secret Sword as he goes Dragalge. Then I'm going to flip turn into Bronzong. And you can't really do too much here because Keldeo is AV and I can just tank any hit from Darkrai at this point. But I do just body press with the Bronzong because I don't really want to fuck around with it. Dragalge's going to come in. He's going to miss Draco, which kind of sucks for him. I'm going to Psychic Noise. Excuse me. And then he hits his Draco. And I'm going to body press kill him. And that'll be game. So yeah. I considered switching out into Keldeo last second just to get that kill with Keldeo, but I figured I wouldn't BM him, and Bronzong kind of deserved. I think Bronzong actually kind of deserved that kill there. Bronzong was able to come in and like pivot around on a lot of stuff, and it felt nice easing. So yeah, Basculegion did God's freaking work, getting rid of the Klefki as well as the Reuniclus, which was Assault Vest. Cause I showed someone the replay and he's like, oh, why wasn't it like Trick Room Reuniclus? And I'm like, well, can't really run Trick Room on AV. Garchomp did his job by not losing the Shifu, although I did mess up with my Garchomp. I ran the same speed stat as Max Speed Urshifu, so if he was Max Speed Urshifu, that could have been kind of bad for me, but I figured I'd be fine. I just have to sack Pelipper basically and then bring in Basculegion and then kill the Shifu, but I would have lost like a lot of momentum. Weavile scared out a Darkrai twice, which is very cool. I also threw around that Weavile like its life didn't matter. Unfortunately, I kind of wish it didn't get like a kill for doing anything. Right, because it knocked off the Shifu. Yeah, it didn't kill anything. But it did kind of deal with the Shifu in a way where like it made me feel safe to handle it with my Zong and my Garchomp, which is very nice. And yeah, next week I'm facing not Adam, I believe, who has a team consisting of Shaman Sky, Tinglu, Pecharunt, Terraquack, Screamtail, Ogerpon Cornerstone, Registeel, Lantern, Terra, Braviary, Torkoal, and Charizard. Kind of an interesting team there. So we kind of have Sun versus Rain next week. So that would be kind of cool. Usually I would say Rain beats Sun, but you never know. I'm sure it'll be a good game, and I'll see you guys next week.